Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific
Oopsie, came in a little early, but you know what? I gotta tell you something. It's March 21st, 2025. And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
All right.
Welcome to UA in the AM. We're gonna get to a little ripping and sipping, a little waking and breaking. It's Rip Camelucci here with Mike Napolitano. Mikey, baby, how is it on this lovely Friday, crisp Friday morning?
Yeah, as you said, March 21st, so technically it should be spring, but I still see some snow on the ground here in Chicago.
Too much.
Might as well stay inside, enjoy ourselves on this beautiful Friday,
Yes.
and get to winning some epic signed prizes.
Stay inside.
Yeah,
Buy some spots.
honestly.
Get in some breaks. Win some autograph memorabilia that you can't get anywhere else.
You know what's crazy, Rip?
What's crazy?
Usually you and I know how those evening shows go.
Sure.
And
Oh,
how
last night was a big one.
the show goes on until there's no more breaks.
That's right.
However, there was
Okay, Stephen A.
a break last night after the show. It is the quad box in the vault.
So you just want to jump in.
So I mean, we might as well get some box numbers from these people
We're just going
because
to take
guess
the polar
what?
plunge, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
they want to see. They've been waiting since last night to see. We made them wait overnight. The suspense, Rip.
Do we want to find out what we're? Let's find out what we're rolling for.
Yeah, we got to
Let's
do
find out our chase.
We got to do the dice roll first, and we got to do the chase.
We
first.
got an anxious Eddie over here.
But I am so ready to get to some boxes. A quad box too to start the day. That's 4.
That's great. That's like
I'm ready to go.
That's just like, oh yeah, give me the Cuban coffee out the gate. I want to be absolutely wired, my eyes red, my body shaking. So let's hit the let's get in here, figure out how many we're looking for on the dice roll. 6 or higher, 6 or higher. That's a 5. That's a 7. 7. Beautiful. So let me go in here and put that on the dice roll. 7. Boom. One step closer to breaking that quad. And let's get to the chase wheel. It should be all set up, but just in case, let's take a look. Got to refresh here. Come on, Wheel of Names. There you go. Vault, college, black and blue jerseys. I don't know why that's in the possessive, but okay. I don't know why any of these are in the possessive, but okay.
Somebody likes to mess with us here, I think.
I guess, yeah. There's some grammar checks. Okay. Vault, Diamonds, Practice Squad, Minis, geez a whiz. Okay. Jerseys, Black and Blue College. That's what we're working with, right?
Yep.
All right.
That is everything.
Why is the sound on?
Somebody must have been watching some
Jeez.
ESPN highlights in there.
Jerseys.
All right.
Jerseys. So we're going to be chasing jerseys all day, which is great, which is fine. You know, yesterday we might have a little bit of a jersey. Honestly, so they had those high rollers last night, and you know, you can go ahead and use that as an excuse for your high roller hangover.
Yeah.
Or you can do like everyone thought I did on Tuesday. You can boot and rally
Honestly.
by just hopping in. Hopping in, baby.
Yeah, because you know what? Hey, if you didn't win something in the high rollers, there's still plenty to be had on the board here today because a lot of it is what was on the board here yesterday. And for some reason, I shouldn't be completely saying that it's what was here yesterday because we had 13 speed flexes on the board yesterday. And now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a couple of those went out. It might be 10. I don't know if I have my math wrong. A couple of those went out, but like I said, still plenty to be had today. So jump on in here and get your breaks.
Enough said, Mike. Enough said. Well said, I'll say. All right. So now that we have everything that we need to have, now all we need are some box numbers. So Andrew Piscatelli, Joseph Levantino, Sean Schumann, TJ Anzalone, Todd Sheridan, Michael Convey. If you're here, good morning, baby. It's Friday. Sorry if I blew out your speakers. But that's what they hired me for.
Warning to all of the iPhone AirPod users.
484. This is the vault. Okay. So I need 3 new.
Yeah, three new from the new series, and then 1 from the old series in this quad box. Ticker is updated. Rip and I made sure, so those numbers that are flashing in front of you are the old and new vault numbers.
We double checked. Who we got in here? Is that Sweeney? No, Michael Convey. Sorry, it's a little the color. There we go. 14 in the old, 14 in the new.
14 the old.
And I'm gonna
1, 6, and 14 in the
tend
new.
to my ticker.
And we also have the double box break for the vault closed, so we will have that
closed. Excellent.
right after this first
14 in the
quad
old.
box. So 6 vault boxes all together are going right off the bat this morning. It's going to be a good morning, Rip. It is going to be a good morning.
Well, it's a good day to have a good day. 6 is out there. Bobby Ward, good morning. Yep. It was rough last night for Bobby Ward in the high roller. You know, hey, man, high stakes, high reward. And you know, sometimes it's the other end of that. But, you know, we are here for you to lick your wounds. And let's get some wins. 1, 6, and 14. And the ticker should now be reflective of reality. Great. Oh, wow. This has got to be like the quickest we've gotten to breaking in my history at least, of this show. So here we got the old. You know what they say, out with the old. So let's do our best to get rid of these olds. It looks like we still have all the headliners and secondary headliners in there. So we're looking for either Deshaun Jackson, Roma Dunze, or Lawrence Taylor on that camo. Did the single vault break yet? No, Gordon, we haven't done the single. We're just getting started here with that quad vault. 3 new, 1 old. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Hey, as they say, you know, this was a saying before box breaks were even a thing. Them's the breaks. That's the game we play here. And it's a dangerous game. You know.
Actually, no, I don't think it was the single that. It was the double.
It's the double that closed, yeah. All right. Starting off with a little Friday tight end action here. How's that look on? I'm looking at it here. shift it over and shift it down a little bit. Just get it down and maybe like zoom in just a touch ski. Anyway, while you do that, we got Sam Laporta on this. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I doing? It's too early in the morning. I'm so sorry. I'm messing everything up. I am so sorry. But look, I'm new and I'm gonna use that excuse until I can't, until I can't anymore. All right, well, let's see who's getting this Sam Laporta. We're looking for 7 randomizations. Again, apologies. I'm not done with all my coffee yet. Which again, yep, TJ, I'm randomizing now. Just randomized 7 times. That's, you know, I'm still shaking the sleep off, so please bear with me. But hey, TJ, guess what? You're in the NFC North, so this Rave Sam Laporta, baby, that's got your name all over. Well, it's got Sam Laporta's name all over it, but it is going to you. While we that was, there we go.
There it is.
Hey, we're shaking the cobwebs off. No, I know, TJ. I'm very, 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 very sorry. We were. It was imparted to us like you gotta break that 1 in 4, or not the 1 in 4. I wish we had a 1 in 4.
The
Yeah,
quad.
man. I'm very, 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 very apologetic about that, TJ. So this is the one from the old. Sam Laporta on the Rave. Let's bring it forward a little bit there so we get the whole lid in there. Yeah, man. I do apologize once again for that. But
hey, coming out a winner.
here we
though.
are. You're coming out a winner.
Yeah. That was a little bit of reverse suspense there. So we'll take it. That's only box number 1 of this quad box break. So I mean, we're gonna move along here and we're gonna get 3 other boxes in there. So it's still just as much of a fair chance for everybody here. I know Todd Sheridan has 3 spots in here. Sean Schumann has 1. Michael Convey has a spot. Joseph Levantino, as you said. So Andrew Piscatelli, and then TJ, you're coming out with that first box. So still a good pull there, and we'll excuse me.
And we're moving right along. You know,
Yeah,
like
we'll get right to
like,
box number 2.
like a quarterback throwing an interception. Short memory, but remember what you did wrong. Learn from the mistakes. This is a teaching moment. This is a teachable moment. We learn about that all the time in Ted Lasso. This is we used to call this an OFI, an opportunity for improvement, and that's what I'm taking this as right now, an opportunity for improvement. So, in those in the old vault, TJ coming out with the Sam Laporta rep right there.
And you know, I mean, I know it's a replica helmet, but also that wasn't even a headliner or a secondary headliner.
But it's
and
on the
Sam
Sweet
Laporta.
Rave,
and
too?
it's it's on a Sweet Rave.
Dude.
I love those raves. So very nicely done, very very well done, TJ Anzalone. All right, just to remind you guys, we will have that double box break right after this quad box break. Now the quad box has 3 from the new series, 1 from the old. And then the double box will have 1 from the new and 1 from the old. As far as boxes go in that vault, we will be down to 5 after all is said and done with these 2 breaks in the old vault. So make sure you guys buy up those spots. We'll get rid of that old vault. We'll start getting into the new one a little bit more as we are in this quad.
All right, box 1 of the new series. Box 1 of the new series. And it looks like we got that vault key hit. Vault key. So congrats to whoever this is going to.
Ooh.
That is, as we know. Well, no, we don't know. So let us know when we know which vault key you would like, because this is going to be from the new. This is from the new. So it's going to be either A through E. A through E. Okay, and another secondary headliner that it's like, oh, wow, is this really a secondary? On the San Francisco 49ers lid, Frank Gore.
Ooh.
Frank Gore. So that's going to be NFC West. Todd Sheridan. Todd Sheridan, if you're here, One, congratulations, and two, this is going to be Frank Gore on the rep. Let us know. We got the Beckett cert here on the back. Let us know which vault key you would like. Vault key A through E are all still available. Vault key A through E are all still available. So, Todd Sheridan, let us know. Let us know.
That is because it is the new vault. So make sure that, it's all A through E. That is correct. So let us know which one you want. All of those gift cards still available in there. Guys, in the old vault, it is only vault key E left. By process of elimination, that's a $100 gift card. But as Rip just said, in that new vault, A through E, all still available.
That's right, my man. Oh, right, man. I didn't eat my Wheaties today, and it's clear, you know? What are y'all having for breakfast today? How are we getting our day started out there, UA Universe? Let us know. Let us know. I may have to take it up with my local Dunkin' for not putting that extra shot, that extra boost to keep me alert. But here we are. We're 30 deep before 10 o'clock, before 9:30. So welcome in. Thank y'all so much for popping in and saying hey. Good morning. What are we, how are we starting our day? Are we chewing coffee grounds? Are we making a nice big breakfast? We got flapjacks going. I can't get this rep in the freaking bag. Jeez, a whiz. Feels like the bag shrunk after I took it out.
Yep, that's why we got those newer bags. So hopefully that's the case. Great morning, says John McCartney. Great morning, John.
John McCartney?
If Todd Sheridan is out there, which I understand that this break happened last night.
Yeah.
Todd, if you are out there, you've won a vault key in the new vault. We need to know which letter you would like. Otherwise, we're going to have to go to... Do we have a wheel for A through E? I believe so, right? Typically, they're here for the vault
I'm not quite
keys.
sure what the protocol is for this.
I'm sure we could probably make a wheel that is A through E. But yeah,
I'll go ahead and write Todd's name on here and the order number.
Todd, we'll give you, or should we give him a couple more minutes? Because we want to do that within this break.
You know, I'd like to allow for grace. That just might be
That's
me,
fair. Yeah.
as someone who made a big mistake already.
That's fine.
Hey, let's allow for some grace. We're all
Yeah.
doing our best.
Yeah, why don't you write that down? If we do see Todd pop up in the chat, or if anybody knows Todd, let him know to hop on in here. He has a vault key, and he can contact us if he wants A through E. I'd say let's do this. This is the quad box. We're also dabbling with the vault in the double box break. I don't want to get to a point where we pull another vault key.
You're right,
and then
right.
he doesn't have that opportunity. So either until we are done with this quad and the double, or until we pull another vault key, Todd will give you an opportunity to say which key you want.
Or we can spin for it.
Well, right. No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is,
Till we get to the
if
next
somebody
one.
gets the option to pick a vault key, we're going to go with Todd
You're right,
first,
you're right,
and
you're right.
we'll spin for it at that point if he's still not here. And then, that way he has the opportunity to win A through E. We'll go in the order in which they were pulled, because I don't think it would be too fair if we had somebody come in with a vault key. They get all the choices,
Mike.
A through E.
Thank you. You
After
are my
Todd.
rock.
So yeah, no, that's fine. We'll make sure it's an even playing field for everybody. But guys, while you're waiting, if you're not bought into the vaults, it looks like there are a couple other things moving this morning. One of those being the jerseys, one of them being the black and blue quad box break. So if you want to see us break another 4 boxes, and there are still a lot of awesome names in that black and blue series: Barry Sanders, Marshall Falk, Bo Jackson, Steve Smith Sr., Adrian Peterson, Terrell Davis, Emmett Smith, and Jared Verse.
Well, we're still here, rocking and rolling on this quad box break with the new and old. And also rocking and rolling. You rocked and rolled a lot of defensive linemen. And then into that second level, a lot of linebackers. Super Bowl champ, offensive lineman, Hall of Famer, Jonathan Ogden on the full-size authentic for the Ravens. That sweet Ravens lid, classic, just it's a perfect helmet, a perfect logo, if you ask me.
Very nice.
It's got the Beckett cert on the back. Jonathan Ogden with the Super Bowl inscription on there. Super Bowl inscription that goes to the AFC North. Andrew Piscatelli, big winner yesterday. He came out with 3 out of a quad as well. So here's one more for you.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, you're looking at 3 different winners in this quad so far. So, Gordon said, smothered pork chops, seasoned rice, and green beans. Don't judge me. Hey, you know what? I mean, there are a lot of people, myself included, who eat breakfast for dinner. So I guess dinner for breakfast is not too far off. Especially I've had pizza for breakfast.
We did breakfast for dinner just the other night.
There you
in
go.
my house.
Yeah.
That's great.
So-
Hey, no, here's the thing, Gordon. Judgment-free zone, you know? That, and honestly, the smothered pork chops, you got me at the smothered pork chops.
There you go, yeah.
All right, 1 box left. 1 box left in here.
Yeah, and TJ, it's just unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Hey, listen, you're still coming away with an awesome Sam Laporta. The randomization probably would have been the same if we did it beforehand. It's just the suspense is reversed. You know what the helmet is. You just don't know who's won it. Going forward, that won't happen again. We're fine.
Yeah,
Just a
I
simple
don't want to
mistake.
harp on it too much more. You know, I mean, again,
Yeah.
we talked about the teachable moment, opportunity for improvement. I'm learning my lesson from this.
Yeah.
And let's just move forward with this information that we now have gained. So.
We still had the dice roll done beforehand, so we knew it was going to be 7 randomizations.
Yes.
So it wasn't like we were stacking the deck for anybody. And honestly, you're the first winner for us. So if the deck was stacked at all, it was going to you first and foremost, buddy. And hey, that Sam Laporta is a nice rave. What's it called? Lions helmet. So
Yeah.
if you're not happy with it, of course, there's always opportunities to trade. Somebody else is going to be looking for what you got, especially with a Sam Laporta autograph on it. He had a great year this past year. So, but just keep in mind, everybody, trades got to happen within this same show. Otherwise, that's on you guys to figure that out yourselves.
Great. Here we got the last box in this Vault Quad. Then we have a double coming up, right?
Yes. Yep.
Cool. So we're just gonna out the gate.
6 vault boxes right off the bat.
And I was also, man, I was like so giddy to just get started too. It was me. I was just too excited. I need to woosah, calm down. What's still left in the practice squad? Steven Remnick wants to know. The Emmitt Smith football, Von Miller authentic, Max Crosby jersey, the Brian Urlacher authentic, and then the Rodney Harrison and Keon Coleman in the secondary headliners. Can you just zoom out just did you zoom out? Did you? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna be good. I think that's that's sweet. Also, this is sweet. Oh my goodness. Woo!
You gotta do a horsey noise.
Well, that's only for Peyton Manning's.
Only for
Peyton
Okay,
Manning's.
I thought it was for this too. But this looks
This
like
is
a-
incredible. On the throwback Denver Broncos lid with the Terrell Davis Hall of Fame inscription, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2,000-yard rusher. Jeff August, he's new, it's early, but it's a beautiful Friday with basketball on all day. Look at the bright side. Rip.
Rip hasn't
I
puked
haven't
yet.
puked today.
Don't
There you go.
don't count your chickens. But yeah, basketball, man.
Jeff, thank you,
Full
buddy.
swing with March Madness. I'm so excited.
I am also very excited. I'm not exactly excited about how my bracket is going, but I'm glad that it's here. I'm gonna go watch that Gator game tonight at what we're trying to make a Gator bar in the city.
There you go.
An unofficial one. But here we got the AFC West.
All right.
AFC West,
Sean
Schumann, Shoe Dog with a big hit right here.
He had a big hit yesterday with that John Elway. So
Yes.
adding to his
Yeah.
Denver Broncos
The teammate
collection
right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that is awesome.
That's synergy.
Yeah.
They call that synergy in the corporate world.
And I told everybody at home I don't really watch too much college basketball. That's true, but at this time of the year, I do. And I didn't make a bracket, so I'm not going to be disappointed either way. I'm just there for the fun. I'm just there for the good basketball.
This time of year, it's like the Super Bowl. Everyone's watching college basketball. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
That's true.
You can't not be a part of the conversation. That's just the way it goes.
Yep. Very nicely done, Sean Schumann. So we have our 4 winners. Congratulations to everybody in that break. But we're not done. We got 2 more in the vault as the double has closed out. All of those are back up on the break page if you would like to buy into the second breaks of those.
This is beautiful, by the way. I would like to just spend a moment on this.
Yeah.
On the throwback, beautiful, the vault key. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Todd Sheridan. He had his time. And again, it's also a weird situation with this having filled last night, us doing it this morning.
Yeah, we don't want to pull another key and then have to
He's
have
probably
somebody
got
else wait.
that high roller hangover going on. But yeah, we have the Radkey Sports certification on there. And yeah, we're gonna keep this on the table.
I
We
like
got an
it.
early table keeper
I like
right
it. Yeah,
here.
the retro Broncos logo is a very nice one. So.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right,
nice.
let's go ahead and randomize for the key. This will be in the new vault. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, how did that
There's
happen?
Scott. Yeah, wait. Let's roll one more time.
Sorry. God. I'm not having a good morning. Do we
That's
honor
okay.
this?
No, I would go one more time just because of the fact that there was a blank in there.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
don't know how that happened. That's on me.
That's the wheel itself. Just adding in another one after you make one. So
Just
let's see what we
I
get
was kind
here.
of praying for it to be A again.
We get C. No,
But
C's.
if it's the 300, then fine.
Yep. All right.
Vault box C. Oh my God. I knew I was gonna have this week was going too well for me. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, that's all right. It's gonna go well for the customers right here, right now.
Right.
Heads up to
now.
our buddy Todd. Gift card is going to be coming your way.
I wouldn't be too broken up about it. Let me get this off this
There we go.
screen.
$100
Because you got
gift
a hundo
card.
coming your way, Todd Sheridan.
Let's go.
That's a hundo.
Very nice. All right.
Yeet.
So the 100 is one of the. I think there's 200s in there, right? Or am
Yeah.
I incorrect?
Yeah.
So one of the 100s off the table, but a nice $100 gift card going your way, Todd.
Congrats, Todd. The Todd. All right. Yes. Thank you, Jeff. Deep breaths.
Yeah.
Let's slow it down.
Don't puke.
Because I'm not gonna puke. I'm not sick. Todd or Jeff's exactly right. I just need to take some deep breaths. Slow down. Let's get these names in the randomizer. No. There we go. There we go. Go, 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 go. EJ Matrigrano, Joseph Corby, welcome, Joseph Corby, welcome to the game. Lance Abbott, Sean Schumann, TJ Anzalone, Travis Marr, and Al Saving. 7 randomizations, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Also, as we're slowing down, please drop me 2. This is 1 new, 1 old, right?
Yep.
Okay, one number from the old and 1 number from the new vaults.
Floyd the Barber says hi, all. Hey,
Good morning,
how's it going?
Floyd, aka Gary. So yes, please, Lance, Sean, Joseph, Al, TJ, Travis, EJ, and John. Again, Al with 3 in the old, 13 in the new. 3 in the old, 13 in the new. Let me take those off the ticker. Three in the new, or 3 in the old, excuse me. 3 in the old. 13 in the new. That should be reflective. All right, so we have Lance in the NFC North. Lance will make them dance. Sean Schumann in the NFC South. Joseph Corby, welcome in the NFC East. If you're here watching this morning, please let us know how you found us, who your squads are, who your players are, and who your PC is, who your personal collection is. Al Saving in the NFC West. TJ in the AFC North. Travis in the AFC South. EJ in the AFC East, and Sean in the AFC West. Stephen Remnick, let's close out that practice squad single. He's trying to rally the troops for that. And while we do that, here's the three from the old. Lance Abbott, Skull. He's looking for some Vikings. Some very scary Vikings. Trying to see here if that's... I mean, it was Viking crazy here yesterday morning, or yesterday during the day, but not quite this time. But where are we at in the old? All right, we're finally taking one off the secondary headliners.
Ooh, okay.
With this sweet,
Ooh.
yeah, alternate black Deshaun Jackson, Philadelphia
Nice.
Eagles rep. Philadelphia Eagles rep with the Deshaun Jackson. Again, someone who... before recently, we didn't really get in the break room too much. But yeah, that's going to be NFC East. Ooh! First timer Magic Joseph Corby. Congratulations.
Very nice.
If you're out there, and if you're not, well, you're going to wake up to a Deshaun Jackson auto. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks for readjusting that camera. It is perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad Joseph can see his nice first win, first hit here in the break room. That is a nice helmet to be going home with. I really do appreciate the Eagles alternates, the black alternates there, because they have a little bit of that speckle in there too.
Yeah,
which I like
You
that
definitely
touch.
have that like finish on there where it's a little sparkleized, but not too much, you know. Yeah, it's got the Beckett cert on the back there. Absolutely beautiful rep lid. And, you know, I know it's all about the speed flexes, as it should be. But, you know, since coming into the job, you know, you tend to notice things a little bit more. And whenever I'm watching Sports Center, and they got these talking heads coming in on, you know, their Zoom cameras or whatever, and they all have helmets in the background. And what are they?
Most of them are reps.
A lot of reps, a lot of minis.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
know?
something nice to add to your
It
collection.
is.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be looking too closely at that. I mean, I would say speed flexes are a better resale value because they're
Sure.
more expensive.
It's
but
what the
I mean, hey,
pros
if you're
wear.
just going to have something that you enjoy that's on your shelf, you really can't go wrong with anything that's in the break room.
Michael Convey letting them know, new guy always wins.
New guy always wins.
Which,
yeah,
you know,
it's crazy.
may or may not be true. I got to dig into the data on that one. But, you know, perception is reality, as they say.
Yeah.
And right now, my perception is that these bags cannot be gone soon enough.
Yeah. They'll make for a good like gym bag after you get your
certainly.
helmet at home.
Certainly.
But they're just big enough to fit these rep helmets.
Yeah, it's a great bag to carry around at like a convention. You know, keep some water and snacks in there.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to fit a full-size helmet in there, maybe not so much.
Yeah, no kidding.
I didn't write that up. Here we go. Joseph Corby.
Nice job, Joseph. First win, first hit, first order. That's that first timer magic.
And if you are new here to the break room and you're thinking about dipping your toe in, we can keep that first timer magic going by getting in a break.
Absolutely.
And we have one more to come out for this double. And how are we looking on other stuff there, Mike?
Who was asking for that practice squad to get closed out? Do you
That
remember?
was Stephen Remnick.
Steven, your wish might...
Remnick, not Remnick.
Yeah, Stephen Remick, your wish might be getting fulfilled as we have 2 spots to go. So, guys, get your spots in there. $50 gets you an opportunity in that practice squad.
Al saving, looking for a little closer magic, box caller magic as well, even taking some sniper magic. There's a lot of magic to be spread around.
Yeah.
You might have vault key magic if this is you, Al, in the NFC West. So looking for the NFC West, looking for... Ooh, who could we get in the NFC West? That Kyler Murray Speed Flex, Who else could we be looking for?
Jeff August does not want Kyler.
No Kyler. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see.
Let's see who we got, though. Hey, if it is,
got?
though, somebody could be going home with the vault key.
Ooh. Okay. This is... All right, I like this. This is second offensive lineman we've pulled of the day. And I'll just say, they're the unsung heroes of the league. And this was the Jacksonville Jaguars' #1 expansion pick, Tony Baselli, Hall of Famer 2022. Ooh. That's going to be the AFC South, Travis Marr. Travis Marr, congratulations. Grabbing this Jaguars legend, Duval, as they say. Let's go, Travis Marr. The Fat Kid on Twitch. Travis Marr, congratulations. What vault key would you like? We have A, B, D, and E. A, B, D, and E. Let us know.
We don't get too many Jacksonville Jaguars here in the
Doesn't
break
feel
room.
like
other than, of course, the quarterback himself,
yes,
Trevor Lawrence. But yeah, this is a nice one, and I really do like their logo and their helmets. Their color scheme is cool. He says D for Duval. Very nice.
That's right, Duval. And also, yeah, just Tony Baselli as well on that Jaguar. I mean, he was the one, letting Mark Brunell kind of be that guy, that first dude for Jacksonville. And trust me, they did some things because they were the last game Dan Marino played against in the playoffs. So, that was a bad loss. I still remember it. It was by a lot of points. So, nice. Travis Marr, fantastic pull here. We're going to see what vault key you have here in just a moment. But nothing marring about that. That's just a beautiful, and again, there's a reason why they haven't switched this up in years. You know?
Yeah, no.
The logo is
beautiful.
Is one and done. They nailed it.
Yeah. And guys, while you're waiting, the movement on that practice squad is still there. So get your spots, try your luck with that, and you could be walking home with that Emmitt Smith football, the Von Miller, the Max Crosby, or the Brian Urlacher. I should mention the Max Crosby is a jersey.
And the Emmitt Smith is a football.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Ooh. D. $200.
All right.
$200, Travis. There you go.
D for Duval came up big.
$200 in the vault key for Travis Marr with the Jacksonville Jaguar legend, Tony Baselli. Great pulls there for Travis on the Jacksonville rep. That's going to be a beautiful piece to either display or flip or use as trade bait. The choice is yours, Travis, and yours alone. And everyone gets to see me struggle with another one of these bags.
Travis, let me just send that gift card over to you.
We got almost 30 folks watching here. I haven't even had time to do a top-to-bottom rundown, but it seems like y'all are doing a good enough job of that on your own.
Yeah, you guys, you sound like you know what you want out there, and you guys are jumping into those break spots. And for those of you that aren't, go take a peek at that break page and jump into something because there's a lot being sold out quickly.
Yeah.
So you don't want to lose your spot on stuff. We're about to have that practice squad fill up. I'm not sure if it has already. No, it doesn't look like it quite yet, but we got one spot remaining in there. So get a spot before you lose out and just have yourself a nice Friday morning.
Yeah, it seems like there's a couple of different ways to go about this. We could either do a top to bottom rundown or like everyone's saying here with their purchasing power, they're voting with their wallet and saying, yeah, we'll run it down ourselves by just opening the things up. Show us what's in there.
There you go.
Jared Menzer, dude, you out here ripping, no days off. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, man. I'm still here tomorrow, and then I do get 2 days off, Sunday, Monday, which I ain't mad about. But yeah, Gary here. I wear the bag over my head for Halloween and scare kids.
All right. Well,
Man, do like the
it's a cheap Halloween costume, but I dig it. That's fine.
Oh God, what was that movie? Where they just like wore the bags on their oh God, what was that? They made a crappy
Hubie Halloween? No.
Man, the people that love Hubie Halloween love Hubie Halloween.
I mean, even as a diehard Halloween guy, I do like that movie. So,
by diehard Halloween, do you mean the holiday or the series, the movie series?
No, the
Or
holiday,
both.
the holiday itself. However, I will say the industry around the haunt as well. If anybody knows me in my free time, I'm doing all that stuff.
Heck
so.
yeah.
The practice squad did just close out, so let me get that ready for you guys.
Okay.
For those of you that got in, congratulations. For those of you that didn't, hey, maybe go take another look at that break page and see what you can jump into next because you'll be waiting on this one. And who wants to wait? Might as well just jump into something else in the meantime.
Yep.
That way you can
With
get ahead
that,
of
a
people.
lot of things are opening up. So yeah, we see that practice squad gone there. 3 left in the jerseys. That's the magic number. Everything else still pretty open, but we got off to a bit of a rocky start, but we are smoothing out now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even so, I think it was a pretty nice start. The fact that we had a pre-fill from an evening show, I mean, that's typically not going to happen. So getting to breaking right away here in the morning, and we're ready to go with that practice squad.
I got off to a rocky start.
No,
I won't speak for anyone else. I did. I'll take full responsibility for that.
That's fine. We're here now, right? So
We're here now.
that is
We're
ready to
doing
go
it.
for you guys. Also, the new one is up on the break page as of right now.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Great. Cool. So Lamar Lee, Stephen Remick, Gary Marvin, Lance Abbott, and Andrew Piscatelli. Those are going to be our players here in the practice squad. The practice squad is single. While we do that, let me get this up here. Steven haven't called for box numbers yet, so let's hold them horses.
He's jumping the gun. I like it. Though.
Hey,
He's ready.
I love the enthusiasm.
Have
but
that trigger finger ready.
reminding me a little bit of myself and just kind of jumping the gun there. So please. Oh, you know what? Let me get the actual ticker up here so we know what we're looking for. Drop me one box number for the practice squad single. All right. I have the timestamp here for me asking at 9:44:12 and 9:44 and 12 seconds. And I have Stephen Remick
Yeah, I have Stephen
getting
first.
in 2 seconds later with number 30. So thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Andrew, for popping in there as well. No, Stephen, I get it. Facebook tends to be the slower one as well. So totally get it. But you got it in. We're good. And while we do that, let me take this off. Late to care. Practice squad 30. 30. I'm 40. Cool.
The feel of this one. This one's a little hefty.
Feels good?
Yeah.
You heard it from Mike. Feels good. 30 out of 30. All right. 7 randomizations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Looks like we got off to the same start as the order we got in at. So we have Lamar Lee with those top 2 spots. And I got to bring it over here is what I got to do. There we go. Lamar Lee with the top 2 spots in the NFC North and NFC South. Stephen Remick, NFC East. Gary Marvin at NFC West. Lance Abbott. And at AFC North, Stephen Remick. AFC South, Gary Marvin. AFC East and AFC West rounding it out. Who also closed it out, Andrew Piscatelli. Great. Here we go. What are we looking for in the practice squad? That's right. Yeah, we got those 4 main headliners left. And Mike saying it feels good.
Could be a headliner. I don't know. I like the
just
the
based
odds.
on the feel of it, doesn't seem like a football. Doesn't seem like a jersey. And we have here a good bag.
Ooh.
It's not one of our giant gunny sacks, but it is a good bag.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. It's horsey time. All right, maybe if we keep pulling Broncos like this,
Maybe you do have to make
maybe
the
I
noise,
do
right?
have to give the little horsey sound. Von Miller
Ooh.
on the Denver Broncos full-size authentic. We got what do we got? It's Beckett cert on the back. Broncos legend defense. I mean, linebacker, but he played he was all over the field. All over the field. So that's closer magic right there. Andrew Piscatelli was another one who had like a real triple hitter in a quad yesterday, and just keeping that love going. Again, Andrew Piscatelli with the Von Miller lid, the sweet matte lid. These new Bronco lids have that beautiful, like, they don't have the stripe going all the way, but it's got that just right in the back. Denver, they love their elevation above sea level. 5280, Nuggets, Broncos, they'll put it wherever. Mile high, salute them, baby, mile high salute. Congratulations, Andrew.
Very nice. While we were breaking that, and you know what else filled up was the jerseys.
The jerseys.
So we
It
will
was at
have
3
a
left, so not
jersey
surprising.
one right after this. So the breaks continue on this Friday morning. Happy to be here with you all because this has been a nice movement this morning.
Mike, this is the last shift of your first official week.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
feeling good. I actually also picked up the Sunday morning shift, so if you're going to be
yay.
waking and breaking with us on Sunday as well, I will be here. In addition to the normal Monday through Friday schedule next week as well, so I'm excited. It's a lot of good heat in this break room.
I'm gonna take the Von Miller off the table, despite
Okay.
being a headliner.
Too many Broncos.
Well, yeah. First of all, congrats, Andrew. This is what Stephen Remick was looking for. But again, love the sportsmanship, the camaraderie in here, and I'll just celebrate it with a. I know it kind of slips into a little bit of a Scooby-Doo towards the end of that, but you know. Ooh, Yagi. Ooh, Scooby snacks. All right. Enough of my nonsense. God, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. All right. But yeah, I got a good vibe for the rest of the day. So I think we're gonna have some other big hits to put here up on the table, and I'll bring Terrell Davis back here. Let me get that in here. And let's move right to the jersey break. All right. So, this will be going out to George Lewis, Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin's in the break? Wow. Gordon Tarrant, Gary Marvin, and Travis Marr, already a big winner today. So, please drop me one number for the jersey break number 1. It's in there across all platforms now. So yeah, anyone I listed off, please give me a box number, the ticker, leaving the ticker up there for you for reference. Before I randomize these, I'm taking Jeff August's advice. I'm slowing down. I'm breathing.
There you go.
Maybe I need to switch from extra large coffees to just a large coffee. You know, maybe we just need to actually get a coffee maker here in our lunchroom.
I know you were advocating for it yesterday.
It's the first place I've ever worked at that just doesn't have a coffee maker.
Well, we're moving.
And they've never had morning shows before, so.
That's true too. Yeah. So.
Travis Marr, box 23. Box 23. Let me update the ticker, and then I'll get to randomizing. Got 23 in first there, Gary. So I'm gonna do 23. Although that wheel was on fire yesterday afternoon. That wheel was going bananas. 7 randomizations. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Travis Marr got the top 3 spots there. So, NFC North, South, and East, all occupied by Travis Marr. NFC West, George Lewis. AFC North, Gary Marvin. We got a G run right here. AFC North, Gary Marvin. AFC South, Gordon Tarrant. AFC East, Gary Marvin. And AFC West, Michael Irvin. And this is the jerseys.
And don't forget, guys, the jerseys are our Chase wheel spin.
That's right.
You guys have all just been entered in to win a gift card by the end of this show. So if you guys want to get that, get in the second jersey break.
Ooh.
What do we got?
This is a name I haven't seen in a while, but I'm not... it's a welcome name I haven't seen in a while. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, Chiefs legend, dare I say, with the JSA, the James Spence authentication.
Nice.
Dwayne Bowe.
Oh, okay.
Dwayne Bowe on the auto here. We got the authentication sticker down there. That's the AFC West. Michael Irvin.
Very nice.
Wide receiver for a wide receiver. There we have it. Dwayne Bowe. Beautiful on the Chiefs jersey. Fantastic. Great hit. Congratulations, Michael Irvin. With that, you know, I'm sure you have plenty of wide receiver jerseys there, Michael Irvin.
Well, if he is the real Michael Irvin, you never know.
How does old Dwayne spell his name here? There's many ways to spell the Dwayne, as it were.
Very nice, guys. Well, while Rip is typing that up, I will say we have 5 to go in the Authentic Black and Blue series. Quad box breaks. That would be 4 helmets out of that black and blue. We do want to see that go, hopefully within this show. As you know, Rip and I are on until 11:30 at the latest, maybe 11:45. But we want to get that one closed out as well. That is a good one. In that black and blue series, you still have Barry Sanders, Marshall Faulk, Bo Jackson, Steve Smith Sr., Adrian Peterson, Terrell Davis, and Emmitt Smith. Oh, as well as Jared Verse is on there too. Plus, who knows what's not in there. That black and blue, there's 15 boxes. Those are 8 headliners I just rattled off for you. So there's another 7 boxes that could be some heat in there as well. Black and blue is always kind of one of those series where it's like, you never know what you're going to get. You know, it's always going to be hot, but there's a little bit of everything in there. So dabble in with that one. Let us know what you guys want to see, because we haven't really moved the needle on some of these other series, although there are still a lot of headliners
telling you,
in there.
that black and blue is an excellent opportunity. I call it our dented can series.
Yeah.
Excellent opportunity to get high quality products at a discounted rate. That Emmett Smith Speed Flex, if the board is telling me, if the board is not lying to my face, is still out there.
No,
And
yeah,
you can get
it's
it for
true.
a fraction of the price.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That'll be cool.
do
if
what
we
you
can pull
will
that.
with that. Hey, let's do a, do we have time now? Do we have time to breathe and do a little top to bottom rundown?
Yeah, might as well.
T to B's, as it were.
Yeah,
Well, then good. I'll do that. What's happening here? Oh. How did I go full screen for that? Okay, sure. Wild, Wild West. Okay, let's do a top to bottom rundown. We still have this Audible series in the Diamonds. Diamonds? How are we looking on our...
Diamonds are
Okay.
your friends. We have 17 boxes left. 8 of them are headliners. And then, of course, in Diamonds, as always, everything is authentic or above. So you're going to get something very hot.
And we're
in
at
there.
about like just under a 50% ratio there of headliners. But again, when we're talking Diamonds, it's all bangers. Even the unlisted names in there are headliner quality. Like you said, minimum full-size authentics.
What's that saying? Diamonds are a breaker's best friend.
Oh, I like that. I think that's exactly what Marilyn Monroe sung. What do we have? We still have this. Y'all want speed flexes. We still have this Peyton Manning speed flex. We still have this. I can't wait to get the Playmaker vault because I have issues with what happened yesterday.
Issues.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but we still have the Sheriff Peyton Manning Speed Flex with the blue visor, Hall of Fame inscription. Boy, oh boy, it's a must-have for any collector worth their weight in salt. The DJ Moore on the Chrome Speed
that's
Flex
so nice.
still hasn't been hit. Still just as gorgeous as everything. Let me get to the videos for these because this Ray Lewis Speed Flex Chrome two-tone purple visor, two-tone face mask. It just absolutely, and again, you know, the signature matching the chrome of it all, absolutely just a beautiful centerpiece to anyone's collection, whether it be you're a defensive collector, whether it be you're a Baltimore collector, whether it be you're a GOAT collector, the leading tackles of all time in the NFL, Ray Lewis, two-time Super Bowl champ, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That first one. And then the one where the lights went out in the Superdome. Everyone's like, what's happening? Oh my God. Let me go back for that DJ Moore Speed Flex as well. This DJ Moore Speed Flex signed right on that speed, I'll call it the speed spot, not the sweet spot, the speed spot. Just chromed out. You got the orange face mask on there. And again, DJ Moore, someone primed to make a jump this year with Caleb's next steps in the league. And what do we have next on here? We got the college. We still have so much left in the college. We have the Ohio State Heisman. Here's something that kept getting kind of overlooked yesterday. You have Troy Smith on here. You have Eddie George, Titans legend, and you have Archie Griffin. Mike, what's Archie Griffin known for?
I don't know. You tell me.
He's the only two-time Heisman winner. So technically,
I don't know, man. Is that kind of good? I
that
think
counts
that's kind of
twice.
good. Yeah, that counts twice.
You know,
That's for sure.
We still have the Marino just laughing at me here on the Pitt helmet, authentic. We still have the two gems here, and you got a nice little sandwich here with the Jaden Daniels. I'll basically call that the rookie signature, the Jaden Daniels on this beautiful LSU helmet. But the speed flexes we have in here are just out of control. Mentioned Caleb Williams just now. And here's the Caleb Williams ripped speed flex custom with the 2024 #1 overall first draft pick on the back, the inscription. I agree, Grim. We do need there's a plug on there. So I don't know if it just doesn't work, but you can see the plug in the background. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to talk to Alex or something. But I don't disagree. But while we're looking at this, you also have that beautiful Heisman inscription on there as well for Caleb Williams. And then, yeah. And if you want to know whose hand that is, who the hand model is there, look no further than Alex. And then you got this Drew Brees, Saints, Purdue, ripped speed flex. Purdue didn't help anyone that didn't believe in them yesterday, like me. But here we are. Or edit the video, slow it down, one or the other. Hey, I get it. That's why it's on a loop to help. Like, oh, I didn't catch that. Let me catch it on the back around, or I can also pause it, do a little bit of this slow motion for you. But this is. I mean, it's got his resume on the back essentially, and then the beautiful Breeze signature right there on the Purdue rip. It's beautiful. We also have. Do we still have the Joe Montana? Joe Montana's still in there. Bo Nick's still in there. Myles Garrett, Ladd McConkey, Devontae Smith. And then, yeah, a bunch of great secondary headliners as well. We still have the Josh Hines Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, Jim Harbaugh, and the CJ2K. Yeah, I've been wanting to investigate why this doesn't actually spin on its own as well since I've been here. Because, yeah, right there with you, Grim. Quad box. This is what we just ripped, what we just broke right here. So in the this is the new vault. We still have some in the old vault, but in the new vault, we just hit that Terrell Davis. Just beautiful, but we still have so much in here. The double signed LT, Big Tuna, Lawrence Taylor, Bill Parcells on the authentic. Absolute, like, iconic pairing, coaching player pairing from the 80s. Micah Parsons, one of the most devastating defensive players in the league. Do we still have we still do have the Kyler Speed Flex. Kyler, don't call me Skyler Murray, with the two-tone Speed Flex, but not two-tone how you think. The Barry Sanders is still there. Mike, you and I wanted to see that yesterday. Oh, yeah. We may see it today.
I'm super excited. We got to see half of what I wanted to see in this series yesterday, which was the John Elway, but the Barry Sanders, like what we were saying, who knows if that's actually nicer? We got to see it in person.
Justin Jefferson here on the Salute to Service Speed Flex. We have who am I looking after? Justin Jefferson. We talked about the Barry Sanders, the Kyler Murray. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, I was like, oh, man, the Roger Staubach on the Lunar Speed Flex. And, Roger Staubach, boy, I wish he probably wished he played with a Speed Flex in his playing days. But then on the board, it was, this is just an authentic. But then we looked at it closer. Upon further investigation, we heard from the league office in Secaucus, and it is a Speed Flex. I made sure to go through and switch that personally, because that is a Roger Staubach Speed Flex. So I'm just saying, I was right. Eric Michael, is the Peterson still available in the minis? The AP is still available in the minis. When we get to that, we'll have a good jaunt and laugh about that, but it's also one of the best headliners still left in there. But yeah, so this is that Barry Sanders Speed Flex. You get a better look at it here than you do on the pictures. You're welcome, Eric Michael. And we'll get to the minis, but I just need to spend some time here. Robbie yesterday said that this design, I've been calling it like a cracked ice. Robbie said it kind of looked more like a paint splatter, like a Jackson Pollock deal going on here. Hey, art is subjective, and this is custom art. So, it's what you see, really. But what I see is an absolute sick lid right there. And then in the old vault, we hit the Deshaun Jackson, but we still have in the headliners there. The secondary headliner, we have Rome Odunze. And for the photo headliner, we have this camo Lawrence Taylor Giants lid. So if you get in the quad for that, you technically have a chance to triple up on Giants lids. And not just like triple up on Giants lids, but like, I'm not going to do the math on that, but you can essentially get 6 signatures on 3 helmets, because you have the dual signature on the 80s Giants helmets with LT and Bill Parcells. You get the LT camo in the old, and then you have this triple signed, just defensive juggernauts for the 2000s Giants here. It is not Lawrence Taylor. That is a typo. It is Michael Strahan, though, so not bad, along with Justin Tuck and Osi Umenyiora. So, and those 3 dudes, when they were on the same side of the ball, like, Giants fans will tell you, it was a good time to be a Giants fan. And we also still have this sweet Baker Flash, I believe it is, but again, we still need to go to helmet school. And the Palomalu, this sweet Lunar Palomalu is still clean as heck and still available. In addition to Grim saying there's no Niners or Michigan, really, you do have one of the best linebackers in Niners history, Patrick Willis, still available in the new of the Playmaker, or of the, what is it now? Out of Bounds. No, it is Playmaker. In the Playmaker vault. So you got that there. And I know there's some other Michigan floating around out there. It just depends on who's signing on what. That's what we have in the vault. I'm going to refresh again to see if we've had any movement. There we go. Still pretty much the same. Let's take a look at the practice squad. We just hit that Von Miller in the practice squad. So what we still have left is this Max Crosby jersey for the Las Vegas Raiders. The Emmitt Smith football, which is, we don't see a lot of footballs in here, you know? It's mostly jerseys or it's mostly helmets. And you know, we got our jersey series, we got our minis, we have our own slab jerseys, but yeah, we actually have the football here, Dallas Cowboys football. Who else we still got in the practice squad? The Brian Urlacher on the authentic, where my Bears fans at, bear down. And then in the secondary headliners, we have Keon Coleman and one of the most devastating safeties of all time, Rodney Harrison. So that's what we have in the practice squad. And also our chase today is the jersey, so we are definitely going to have a chase wheel spin because we already filled one of those. We have 5 spots left in the black and blue. We'd love to close that out. If we can close out one of these specialty series, we'll be able to maybe drop another one. Time permitting, you know, we'll see how things are going. But also, if you're just showing up and you know, just past the 10 o'clock hour here in the Central Standard Time Zone. So welcome in. We're doing a top to bottom rundown of what we have here. Black and blue. What do we got in black and blue? We have 15 boxes left. So that's over 50 and 8 headliners left. So that's over a 50% ratio of headliners to boxes, and some still beautiful, again, black and blue. You know, technically your mileage may vary, but I think you're getting pretty good mileage on the black and blue. This Barry Sanders rave wouldn't be the first Lions rave we've hit today, but I will never shun a Lions rave in the break room. One of the most beautiful helmets coming out this year. We got Marshall Faulk on the, I believe this is a Flash alternate, maybe. Again, still need to go to helmet school. But one of the top 3 running back, top 3 in Rams. Where my Rams fans at? Come on. One of the most devastating runners also in history of the game, Bo Jackson. Steve Smith Sr. on the, I believe that maybe also be a Flash Panthers lid. We have AP, if you're looking, we know some people are out here looking for AP on the college lid, Boomer Sooner. Terrell Davis, we could have our second Terrell Davis here in the room on the classic Broncos lid. You see it has the different sort of stripe down the middle. And again, Super Bowl MVP. And the pièce de resistance, what we're all looking for here in the black and blue, it's that Emmitt Smith on the classic Cowboys Speed Flex. Red leather, yellow leather. Didn't get to my warm-ups today. That's probably also what's contributing to this. And then, yeah, let's check out our jerseys, as that is our Chase Wheelspin today. And let's go over what we still have here. We still have the Brian Dawkins. We still have the Marshall Faulk. We still have the Dwight Freeney, most devastating spin move of all time on defense. We still have the Gale Sayers. Again, I'll say this every single time. It's not being made a big enough deal. How frequently are you seeing Gale Sayers autos? You know, get him on the Bears jersey. Anquan Bolden on the Ravens. Again, one of the more beautiful jerseys you're going to get. And then secondary headliner, Mike Singletary. What do we want? We want winners. And here's the minis. We were having the Eric Michael was asking about the minis earlier. And here's what we got. We got that A.J. Brown. Am I looking at the minis right? Yeah. A.J. Brown on the Slate Eagles. We got Earl the Pearl Campbell on that beautiful, clean Texas mini. And then we have that AP. Again, there's all sorts of stuff going on there. Eclipse, maybe. Not an expert, but I am an expert so far on these AP autos. And we pointed out yesterday, I think it's a great little wrinkle getting the Adrian Peterson, one of the biggest by volume, one of the biggest autographs in the game, on a mini helmet. Seems like a challenge for AP himself, you know?
Yeah.
So those are in the minis, and that's close. We have 5 minis left, 3 headliners. So you want to talk about ratios? Great chance, and that's a double. That's always a double. So it's a great chance you can double up on headliners in there. Mike, what are you hoping we see here soon?
I'm hoping we see people get into break spots before the big dogs come in here. We've seen it happen all week. It's about 10:15 Central Time.
Word of the day. I got to cut you off, Mike. What does my shirt say?
It says Big Dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
I like it. You wore that just for this.
It's Big Dog Friday. What time is it? 10:13? It's about Big Dog o'clock.
We've seen it happen all week here. There may be some big dogs in the chat here already. I haven't
We got
really
27 here,
checked
so
in a
it's
second.
possible.
But you know what, guys? You don't want to miss out on your spots now, because once those big dogs like the Josh Andres start getting in here, all those spots are taken, and you're not going to win something that you want. I just redid the board over here. There are 10 speed flexes to be had across our different series. I'm talking the college, the diamonds, the black and blue, and the vault, not to mention the football and the jersey in the practice squad, not to mention the headliners in the jerseys and a few more headliners in those minis. We then have another minis series that we will be breaking after this one closes out. So I know we have 5 left in the minis. Usually we break 2. So I think the procedure here, we have 3 headliners. In those 5 that are left, we will break, two separate breaks. We'll break 4, because we always do 2 with the minis. That 5th one will probably get paired with the new series. So you'll get one from the old, one from the new. Could still be a headliner in there. Your odds are really good there as well. But like I said, 10 speed flexes on the board. This college series is jumping out to me because everything is an authentic. It's like having another set of diamonds on the board. So I would jump in there. I don't know about you.
Speaking of, yeah, the college is just too loaded. Y'all got to get up in that. Mike, every man needs a code. And I think something I'm going to start doing is I'm going to, just for me, I'm implementing this on myself. Some may find it a little gauche. I'm gonna, big dogs know who they are. Our friends in the chat know who they are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop calling folks out by name, because again, they know who they are.
Yeah.
So just get in there. Here's the thing, also, big dog status isn't set aside for an exclusive group of people.
No, I'm not trying to.
You're familiar with the names. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Anyone can become a big dog.
Yeah, and you don't have to spend the most money to become a big dog. You just have to know when to get into these breaks,
Yeah.
which would be now, like I said, before the big dogs jump in.
Big dogs know when to flood the zone and buy a bunch of spots, if not all. Big dogs
Exactly.
know when to close it out. Big dogs know when to get it kicked off. Big dogs know how and when to snipe.
We do have movement in the minis, so
Beautiful.
if you are a big dog, you'd know to jump on that as well. Get in there before that closes up. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to be. The only reason I mentioned Josh Andres is because we see him spend
biggest.
a lot of money in this break room, and he comes away with a lot of prizes because of that. But we have also seen other people like Craig Crenshaw, who just knows when to pick his spots, get in there. We've seen Michael Convey's name on the winners board a bunch. Jeff August, I know they were both in here earlier today. I'm starting. Rip, you and I have been here for 3 weeks in total, 2 weeks in training. This is our first week actually doing this. There are a lot of names already in this chat that I recognize. Floyd the Barber, and then also another shout out to, who was it over here earlier on? I'm losing myself. Oh, Lance Abbott's in here. So
Grim.
Grim Reaper, a lot of familiar faces that I've seen, not just in our chat, not just in these breaks, but also on the winner's table. However, the only way they were there on those winners' table is they got in the breaks.
They made it so. That's a great way to put it. Beautiful way to put it. The minis. Sorry to go off on a tangent here, but I was thinking about the minis, thinking about small things, and then I got my Taco Bell notification because I'm still a fat kid at heart. Have you tried those Crunchwrap sliders yet? Are you a Taco Bell guy?
I very rarely
Okay.
am, but yeah, I did see that they had those little mini Crunchwrap
Yeah.
things. I'd try them. Yeah, they look like little
got-
bite
yeah.
size,
My wife
like
and I were
2-bite
talking about
brownies, but in the form of a Crunchwrap.
Man.
That's kind of funny. So I like that. Like we said though, with those minis, 5 to go. 3 headliners. Your odds are very good. Rip was talking about that Adrian Peterson. It's a miracle that they got his big signature on that small helmet. He gives John Hancock a run for his money. But we saw a lot of Vikings, as you said yesterday, throughout the day. So I wouldn't be surprised that that trend continues today.
How do we only have? How do we have an odd number of minis?
Personals. Sometimes people buy personal. So it'll come out of the mini
we
section.
potentially have 2 more mini doubles and then a mini. How would a mini single even work?
No, we would probably pair that last mini with something from the new series. So it would be whatever numbers left in the old, plus you get to choose your number in the new series. That one is almost ready to go, but I don't have my headliner list for that new series. So I can't tell you what's in there. It's all a mystery. But you know what? Hey, sometimes mysteries are good. So get in
Evolution is a mystery.
close out these minis right now, and then next thing you know, we could have a bunch of new names on
You
the board.
mentioned pairings. Speaking of pairings, we have our vaults paired right now, and the old vault is starting to move. We only have 2 headliners left in that, but and also in the old, again, there are 5 boxes in the old. One of them has the Vault Key E, which is a guaranteed $100 UA gift card, but the Vault Keys have been going like hotcakes in the new vault.
Yeah.
So we still have 4 total vault keys left. And I'm liking the ratios for the new vault as well. And again, we went through that Playmaker vault. It's simply loaded with a lot of beautiful stuff. Talk about value. Again, you could double up on NFC East like crazy in that Playmaker vault. So Giants fans, Eagles fans, there's Cowboys in there. I know there's hot rivalries, but there's also hot autos to be pooled in that Playmaker vault. So good morning. Welcome in to the UA break room. We had a real hot start. We were ripping a ton. I got to thank Jeff August again for centering me. Jeff August, I'll see if my insurance covers your therapy. But thank you for that.
Yeah, guys. Let us know how your March Madness brackets are going. I
Oof,
know
boy.
some people's are broken because of Clemson. I know that McNeese has shocked a lot of people. I saw that their student manager was the first to inherit some NIL money.
Oh.
So that's interesting. He signed a contract, got a bunch of sponsorships, so that's pretty cool. Just being like a student manager. So it just goes to show you anything is possible.
Get that bag.
But you know what? A couple days ago, we had that March Madness series in here. Some of you bought into that March Madness series, and you came away with a matchup. Now, the winner of that matchup is going to be the team that you're riding with throughout the whole rest of the tournament, and a chance at a $750 gift card at the very end. Let us know who you have, who out there. I mean, everybody should still be alive because you're getting a matchup, so you're just taking the winner of that matchup and riding with them. Let us know who you got, who you're rooting for. And then, you know how you got that is you jumped into a break. We have a college break. It's not the March Madness anymore, but we have 2 speed flexes in this college break. Everything else to me on this headliner board looks like an authentic. So some really good options. Those 2 flexes are the Drew Brees and the Caleb Williams. You also then have a Dan Marino and a Joe Montana. I mean, are you kidding me?
Sorry to cut you off, Mike,
No, go ahead.
but I'm going to ask once again. Or you can give me a list, top 3, top 5. What do you want to see opened up and put onto this table?
Yeah, you did. You did kind of.
I did ask you,
asked me,
and then you were just like, "It's all great."
I kind of beat around the bush, and I took that question in a different direction. However, I will say,
I need
college
answers. Okay, Mike. I'm a journalist. All right.
college has that Caleb Williams ripped speed flex. I want to see that as
Yeah,
a
you
Bears
do.
fan, but also as a breaker, also as somebody who would be giving that to one of our lucky winners. I'm excited to see that Caleb Williams.
Let's slow down.
There's also a DJ Moore in the diamond.
Let's
so
slow down and look at this.
my
Let's
Bears
really drool
fandom
over
is
this Caleb
drooling.
Williams. All right. You got it's ripped with the Trojans helmet and the Bears helmet. The Bears helmet is a white background,
yeah,
which we don't get on a lot of Bears helmets.
right.
You get that Trojan, the classic, real dark crimson red, not even a crimson, maroon maybe.
Yeah.
And then you got the Bears clips right here, the custom clips.
With the USC up top.
And the so you get the Bears clips down here. You get the USC on the bumper. We're covering all the bases. It's a testament to the man's career.
It's really integrated with both, and I love that.
Yeah.
It's definitely a piece that any collector has to have, whether you're a Bears fan like myself or not. I mean, I would venture to say even those Green Bay fans, Jeff August, are you still in the chat? Despite it being Caleb Williams, this is a nice one to really have, and it's going to go up in value. So, hey, even if you are a Packers fan, Jeff, or all the other of you out there that may be rooting for the green and the gold, you're going to want this one because this could earn you some good trade value.
Yeah.
As
Also,
his
just get
career's
in
going
early
up.
on Caleb, you know?
You could probably, hey, if a Bears fan wins a Jordan Love and you win a Caleb Williams, that is an easy swap right
Yeah.
there.
That
You
is-
know? I mean,
The league will not cancel that trade.
what Bears fan is going to turn down a ripped speed flex signed by Caleb Williams? With, I believe, that is the Heisman inscription.
The
on there
Heisman
as well.
inscription. You got his number there.
So, go Bears,
There
Floyd.
you go, Gary.
Bear down.
Yeah, and again, you get like his number, his Bears number in the Bears font, the Trojans on the back there, and then the first overall draft pick in 2024. Yeah,
it's a
get
work
this
of
before
art.
he's a Bears legend. Hey, how good is Drew Brees? How good was Drew Brees' career? If you want to know, just ask either A, ask a Dolphins fan, or B, just look at the back of this helmet.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Super Bowl champion, 13-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl MVP on
That's
the
awesome.
Boilermakers. And again, with the white background Saints. That's a little bit more of like a throwback to like their 70s, 80s days.
Yeah, and once again, we don't see a whole lot of those white helmets in here unless it's the Raves. So, I mean, that's a nice
the
white
Lunars
background.
or-
And this
yeah.
one, I will say, even though I am a Bears fan and I just hyped up that Caleb helmet, this one is so much easier to integrate because both teams, the college, Purdue, and then the New Orleans Saints have the same color scheme. So
Yeah.
it just
a
goes
color
together
match.
like peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, and also like Breeze is solidified in history.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like with Caleb, there's still a lot of room for him to grow, which is amazing and very exciting as a Bears fan. But if you're a Boilermaker alum or if you're a Saints fan, like this is a no-brainer.
That's always
Or
the
just
conversation.
one of the goats. Or if you're just looking for goat, you're a goat collector.
Yeah.
This is one of those.
That's always the conversation, right? Especially here in Chicago, is when you're going to buy memorabilia, whether it be most often it's a jersey. Are you buying somebody that's currently on the team that could get traded, or are you buying a legend? Especially when it comes to the Bulls. I mean, are you getting a Zach LaVine before he goes to the Sacramento Kings, or are you getting the Michael Jordan staple iconic jersey?
Right.
Here, it's not necessarily that Caleb Williams is going to get traded. It's not necessarily that he's going to be bad. He is on the come up. But you have a proven, tested quarterback like Drew Brees on one hand, and then you have Caleb Williams on the other. So winning out in the college is a no-brainer. I mean, you're going to get something worth a lot of value. But I mean, hey, that is the two sides of the spectrum represented nicely there. And speaking of jerseys, we had some movement in the jerseys as well. So that second jersey break has 5 spots to go, guys.
There we go.
Get your spots in there because both the minis and the jerseys are filling up quickly. It looks like you guys like those. I will mention the black and blue quad box break has a couple of spots left. That's 5
Excellent.
to go as well. So make sure you're jumping into there because like we said, that quad, it's sprinkled with a little, sorry, I shouldn't say just the quad. The black and blue quad is sprinkled with a little bit of everything in there.
Let's take a look at that black and blue quad as I navigate to it. Pardon me.
You still have that Emmitt Smith Speed Flex in there. Barry Sanders and Marshall Falk, not to mention Bo Jackson. Another AP, Adrian Peterson is in there. That's awesome. Terrell Davis, we have him on the table right here. But another one in there. We have a Jared Verse and a Steve Smith Sr.
Jared Verse, another guy. Get him on the come up for the LA Rams. Unlisted or secondary headliner. Jared Verse. That's the guy. Yeah, a lot of great stuff here. Rave, Marshall Falk, Bo Jackson, Emmitt Smith, Speed, Flex, the number one rusher, leading rusher of all time, yardage wise, Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
Is that ever even going to get broken? Maybe?
I don't think so.
You got Saquon and Derrick Henry
Saquon's
racking up
close.
2,000-yard seasons, more games now. You know, could it be? But will they also take games off if they're too successful? They don't need to.
I predicted that Saquon breaks it this year when we were talking with Common in some of those late night shows when we were doing our training. But I'll be honest with you, looking at the numbers and looking at how the game is played today, it is still a toss-up. It's not as sure of a thing as I thought. I mean, Saquon's great, don't get me wrong, but I mean, Barry Sanders is Barry freaking Sanders.
Exactly.
4 to go, guys, in both the jersey and the minis. So get your spots before those are gone.
You know, I saw that Peyton Manning that was already pulled in the black and blue. So I'm like, oh, what other Peyton Manning? Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a Peyton Manning Speed Flex
Yeah.
in the diamonds.
Another quarterback, another GOAT that if you are a GOAT collector,
Yeah.
you want this one. And we do get a lot of the white Colts helmets.
Which
but
to me-
that doesn't mean that they are super predominant, and it doesn't mean that they aren't any less value. They're very clean.
If you are a GOAT collector and you do already have a Peyton Manning, this is the perfect opportunity. Maybe you have a Peyton Manning on a replica. Maybe you have a Peyton Manning on an authentic. Maybe you have a Peyton Manning on a mini. Perfect time to upgrade now. Get in the diamonds. If you don't hit that Peyton Manning, perhaps you hit the who we got in here. We pulled that Lawrence Taylor yesterday, which was awesome. The DJ Moore, the Ray Lewis, are also speed flexes that you can get in there. And yeah, our diamonds, you have just under 50%, but still great ratio for hitting a headliner in there. Great headliners. Not to mention, we saw the Deion Sanders. We had the Deion Sanders in there on the Lunar, on the Falcons Lunar, which, like, I love Deion Sanders. Between his time on the Falcons and the Braves, I know a lot of people associate him with Dallas. A lot of people associate him with San Francisco. I associate Deion Sanders with Atlanta.
Yeah.
Between his time on the Braves and the Falcons, and it being this lunar, authentic.
Played with the Braves in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was World Series, I believe, actually. So
Pulling double duty.
yeah. Michael Convey was asking what's left in the old vault. We can run through that real quick, but also the fat kid was saying not a fan of Ray Lewis, but that helmet is sick.
It's
yeah.
sick. It's undeniable.
I actually said that exact same thing yesterday, so I'm glad somebody else is confirming it with me. Thank you. The TFK, I'll call you, so I don't have to say it every single time. But I do love the nickname.
That is also, if you want to go by government name, that's Travis Marr.
Okay,
That's Travis.
TFK, that is true. I was actually saying for all of those AFC North fans, you know, if you're a Browns fan or a Steelers fan or a Bengals fan, how can you not like that helmet, right? Like, I know it's your rival in the Ravens, but like, come on, that's sick, and it's Ray Lewis.
And also, you know exactly who you're going to be wanting to trade with,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like as a Steelers fan, again, like you may not want that to cross the threshold of your home, just for the fact that it's a Ravens lid.
Always a good trade piece.
But a Ravens fan will gladly and warmly accept that into their abode.
Very expensive helmet.
Convy, the old vault. Last photo headliner we have in there, this camo LT, which if you get in the quad, you have a chance to triple up on 3 Giants helmets with 6 signatures.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Secondary headliner for the old vault, we have... Who do we have left?
Rome
we
Odunze.
have Rome Odunze. We pulled the Deshaun Jackson earlier. So we have Rome Odunze. But here's the thing. In the old vault, 5 left in that old vault. 2 headliners. There's still a vault key in there. Vault key E. So getting that quad vault,
3 and
you could
5
be
chance.
coming away. Yeah, you're coming away with potentially potentially 2 headliners and a vault key. Potentially, right?
Well, I mean, so the pairing is of the new.
And it also depends on how many spots you buy and so on and so forth.
So if you're buying a single in the vault right now, it is the old vault. If you're buying a double, it's 1 in the old vault, 1 in the new vault. We do that to give you guys better chances at pulling headliners because as they start to run thin in that Out of Bounds series, we open up the Playmaker series then. The quad, it would be 3 in the new, 1 in the old to give you guys the best opportunities. But the ratios in the old are not bad though, because as Rip was just mentioning, you have two headliners and a vault key. So 3 of those 5 old vault boxes are going to win you something exciting. Not to mention, we haven't seen anything that really isn't heat here in the break room. So I imagine those other 2 vaults are pretty gnarly as well. But then it's also going to get paired with something in the new vault if you're in that double, or 3 things in the new vault if you're in that quad. So you have a chance to walk away with a lot in the vault. Did you just show a Breeze lid?
Yeah,
What break
I'll pull
was that
that
in?
back
That
up.
was the college series. That is a Drew Brees ripped Speed Flex. Not the guy sitting to my right, but a ripped version of the Saints and Purdue logo. That is so nice.
It's gorgeous. What was I saying yesterday about that Elway? Bells and whistles. Bells and whistles.
Yep.
We got more bells, plenty of whistles going on with this Drew Brees.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, guys, jump in those spots now. Michael Convey,
We're halfway
I know you're
on-
looking. I know you're thinking. I know you just jumped into some stuff as
Y'all
well.
perusing.
But doesn't hurt to sprinkle the cheddar around a little bit. Give yourself the best opportunities to take home
I
one
saw
of
we're halfway
these
there
fancy
on
helmets.
jerseys and minis.
Yep, halfway there on jerseys and minis. We got 5 to go in the black and blue quad. Like we said, I know we just went down the college and the vault, technically both vaults, but honestly, I really do like this Black and Blue series because there are still a lot of headliners up there, and it's sprinkled with a little bit of everything. So even if you're not pulling a headliner, you're probably going to be pulling something that is hot.
Hot, hot, hot. How you feeling? Hot, hot, hot.
Exactly.
I can't wait to actually feel that version temperature-wise on my skin.
We're always going to pump up the diamonds, of course, because that is your best opportunity at something very valuable. Diamonds are always authentic or better. You still have 3 speed flexes in there. A Peyton Manning that we were going over, the DJ Moore, and that awesome Ray Lewis that even division rivals have to say is a nice
absolutely.
helmet.
And again, this is an absolutely sick Deion Sanders with the pen matching the logo. And let me get back to the videos on here. DJ Moore, chromed out.
Ooh.
Chromed out.
Hot.
Bum, 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 bum.
That is clean.
Bum, bum.
Look at that. I do like the number 2 on the back for, that's his number, but it stands out in
Nice
that
little
orange.
statement piece. And then, there's that Ravens lid. A fan or not of Ray Lewis, the helmet, the lid is undeniable.
Very nice.
So there we go. That's what we got. We've been running up and down. We got this sweet throwback Denver Broncos here with the Terrell Davis, Super Bowl MVP, Hall of Famer, and we got plenty more in the same vein as this. Just this, it's so much unearthed heat ready to go wild. As long as y'all are ready to go wild. So get wild with us, friends. Get wild with us. Good morning here in the UA break room. It's Rip. It's Mike. We're here with you in the morning. What you eating for breakfast? Who are you? Also, again, still, you can ask us anything. Buy into a break. Hit us with a question. Hey, ask us anything. We may indeed answer. Put us on the hot seat, but we'll answer to the best of our ability.
Especially if
as
you
we're
won
allowed
something
to.
today. What was that lucky breakfast that helped you win? So I'm looking at TJ, Todd, Andrew, Sean, Joseph, Travis, and Michael Irvin. So let me know, guys.
TJ, but
What should I be eating in the morning? I'll tell you what I ate this morning. I had a donut, not the healthiest, but then I
what kind
offset
of donut?
it. It was a chocolate donut. Yeah, chocolate donut.
Okay.
But it was offset with an orange. So one of those cuties. So
that's
get your little vitamin C in there as well as all like that caffeine from the chocolate.
It's like a little sugar rush there. It's like a carbon offset for your body.
Yeah, exactly. That gets me pumped, motivated. I'll go to the gym later, and then I'll probably eat a little bit healthier lunch and dinner. But yeah, what did you guys have? I'm usually an egg guy if I get time in the morning. Usually
With
it's
these prices in this economy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but. After the gym, that's the best way to get some protein back. So
I'm a Cheerios guy right now.
Cheerios guy?
Good
I
sale
like
on
Cheerios,
Cheerios.
yeah.
I'll pretty much do like whatever sugarless cereal that they have on sale.
So are you not doing the different Cheerios that are what's it called?
Can't. I got to mitigate the sugar at any
different flavors. They have Cheerios everything now
exactly.
at this point. So.
But they're all loaded with sugar. Can't do that.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep it. I got to keep it as low sugar as possible, which is very hard to do.
That's fair. I got diabetes on both sides of my family, so I
it's
have
coming
to
for
watch
you.
out.
Here's that. I mean, same here, and that's how it happened. Stay away. Here's how it happened to me. Stay away if you have friends with young children in daycare or school. Stay away from anyone with hand, foot, and mouth disease, because apparently, and this is what happened to me.
Trigger?
It is a trigger. Because I was Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
There you go, Gary.
What flavor?
Big
Pop-Tart,
question.
Gary?
What flavor? God, I'll never be able to have a Pop-Tart again in my life.
What?
Because they are, those are like illegal
They're
in other
really
countries.
Bad. They're technically really bad for you, I guess. Yeah.
But they load you up for the day.
I love them.
Yeah.
But hand, foot, and mouth disease is a trigger for diabetes?
Yeah. I didn't know that until I was getting some shots done, and the physician that was administering them went through the same thing, and they had kids, they had hand, foot, and mouth disease, and then boom, it was triggered just like that. And I was at a wedding, and my best friend, my brother Chris Mullet, who the more you listen to this show, the more you watch this show, the more you're going to hear me say Chris Mullet. It's not a nickname; it's his last name.
Nice.
He came up for a wedding, had hand, foot, and mouth disease. Didn't know that's what he had at the time.
Oh, my goodness.
Half the wedding got it, which was great. And then bing, bang, boom, I got diabetes.
That's such an odd name for a disease, too. Hand, foot, and mouth. Like,
Well, those are the areas it affects.
Yeah, I understand that. That's yeah, but like also it's probably the areas that like you'll transmit it the most.
You got
your
this
mouth,
disease on your hand? Yeah. You got
hand,
this
but then
disease
the
on your foot? Yeah. Hey, how's your mouth doing? Not great either.
Yeah, yikes. That's tough. Gary, what kind of Pop-Tarts? I'm curious
Big
because
question.
I like a bunch of them. I need to know the flavor.
What's
But
your
Gary,
flavor?
Gary, I don't see your name here winning prizes. So if you want those Pop-Tarts to be lucky, you did jump into a bunch of
There you
stuff here.
go.
My bad, Gary. I don't mean to call you out like that. Gary is looking for the jerseys to close, I will say. He was in that first one. He's got an extra shot at it this time. So help Gary out, guys. Let's close that jersey. It'll also allow you to have a spot in the Chase wheel spin. So, I mean, that's a double up right there, basically.
Speaking of flavors, I'm going to shift it a little bit. Let's look at this. Let's go to the minis since we're halfway there. And there's like a nice little varietal here. Mike, what's your favorite flavor of helmet?
Favorite flavor of helmet?
Yeah, and by that I mean, different series, colorway, what
series.
have you.
The lunar eclipses are very nice,
Yeah.
although we have seen some impeccable raves, but it's kind of a toss-up between those two.
Yeah.
But we have a couple of those in this mini series. Who do we have? We have the AJ Brown, the Earl Campbell, and the Adrian Peterson left. Are any of those raves or lunars? I thought the Adrian Peterson was a special one.
Yeah, it looks
think
like
it's a
that is what would that be, an eclipse?
I think so. Don't quote me on that. But we very rarely do we see like a blacked out Vikings lid in here. That's very nice. It's clean.
David Headliner Harrison. Do we have any flexes left in the college? You silly goose. We of course have headliners left in the college and flexes left in the college. Do we have flexes left in the college?
Oh, yeah, baby.
You are about to see some beautiful flexes here in the college. We have these two unrivaled strawberries, the best Pop-Tart. Hey,
I got that. I
Classic.
got you. I'm
Classic.
a chocolate guy when it comes to most desserts, but I don't know. The fudge Pop-Tarts sometimes don't do it for me. They
which,
gotta be
mind
heated
you,
up.
Pop-Tart, not a dessert.
Yeah, it's true.
Quite
true,
explicitly,
yeah.
breakfast food, but that just
I
goes
think
to
of
show
it as
you.
dessert because it's such a sugary thing. But yeah, strawberry for sure. I'm in. Cold, warm, either way, it doesn't matter.
Jeremy Gale hitting up Floyd. Got a Caleb if you're a Bears fan. But also if you're a Bears fan, we got this Caleb right here on the Speed Flex. Ooh, cookies and cream is a good one. I was a s'mores guy for Pop-Tarts. Oh,
Yeah.
I miss those s'mores Pop-Tarts.
Caleb Williams, baby.
Yeah. Here's the Caleb Speed Flex.
Cookies and cream is a good one.
Ripped Bears, Trojans. It's got the Bears bumpers here. It's got the USC. These are the clips, the Bears clips, excuse me. The USC bumper. It's got this sick visor that matches along with the gold of the face mask. DJ Rip. I was a DJ for a little while in college. For Rock 104. Derek won the Jason Witten mini yesterday. That's a great win there. Yeah, I went by first episode I went as Rich Cammy from Miami.
Rich
and
Cammy
in my
from
first meeting with station manager Harry Guscott, we were playing it back. He heard me say that. He stopped me and he said, "Never do that again."
There you go. Guys, we do have 1 to go in the jerseys, as Grim Reaper was pointing out in there.
Nice.
We also have 3 to go in the minis, so both of those will probably break during this show. Of course, the jerseys also get you a chance at the Chase wheel spin. Headliners in the minis that are left, Michael Convey, we are looking at A.J. Brown, Earl Campbell, and that beautiful blacked out Vikings Adrian Peterson that we were talking about. It was a miracle that he got that big signature on that little helmet, but very nice addition to anybody's collection. Cookies and cream's a good one. Brown sugar's a good one. What
What up, Spencer? Just one left in the minis. Let's do it.
Derek won the Jason Witten mini jersey.
Yep. Or
Mini yesterday. Maybe
How
the
fun would that be if we
mini
just start
jersey,
doing like
sorry.
baby-sized mini
Yeah,
jerseys?
hopefully you have a newborn at home. No, I'm just kidding. But Derek just jumped into
Nice.
that jersey. That's why I was saying jersey, but he jumped into the jersey break, so maybe he can get a Witten jersey to go with it. I'm not sure if that's in there. The headline.
Convy, yeah, the headliners we have for the minis, Michael, we have AJ Brown, Earl Campbell, and Adrian Peterson left on the minis. 5 total left in the minis. 3 headliners, so you can do that math. And then as soon as we close that out, as always, we got another mini. We got that next mini series in the room, so we're ready to roll on that as well. So
Guys, 2 to go now in the minis. Things are moving fast. People are waking up. Make sure you
That's
get your
right.
spots because it won't be there if you wait.
jerseys are the Chase wheel spin. The jerseys 1 left to go, I believe, or several left to go.
Minis.
The
No,
jerseys.
jerseys. Jerseys is 1 left.
1
to go.
left to go. So we can sneak in another Chase wheel spin. We'll go as late up until 11:45, quarter to noon Central Standard Time. As long as y'all are ordering, as long as we are, ripping, y'all keeping us busy, we'll go as late as quarter to noon. But if not, if we just have these minis and jerseys close out and we're just kind of, floating around, for lack of a better term, we'll hop off at 11, but keep us going, I personally stumbled out of the gate a little bit, but I don't want to focus on past failures. I want to, I feel like it's been clean ever since.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
So we can keep that rolling. Thank you, Grim. Looks like the mini
We did close out the minis.
sold out.
Yep, let me get that for you in just a second here.
Thank you
Guys, we
so
also,
much.
while we were waiting on the minis, we have 1 to go in the jerseys. We also just had movement in the diamonds, the quad for the diamonds.
Oh.
I wonder why. Maybe because there's
time is
3
it?
speed flexes, a Peyton Manning,
What
a DJ
time is
Moore,
it?
and that beautiful Ray Lewis. It is 10:46.
Oh, I meant like metaphorically. What time is
Oh,
it?
it's big
Break
dog time.
What time is it? Big dog time.
Big dog time.
Well, actually, to if I may, quote, I believe it was probably Ray Lewis who I heard this from first. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Any dogs in the house? Roof, 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 roof.
There you
So
go.
do we have any dogs in the house? Roof, 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 roof.
All right, guys, that mini is ready to go.
Ooh, the mini. There we go. In the mini. BEA beautiful. All right. So please drop me 2 box numbers for the mini double. And that is an open invitation. Headliner Harrison looking for them hook 'em horns. Okay, so that is in, and Grim Reaper, Michael Grimm with 12 and 29. 12 and 29, I believe. Let's check the
believe we got
ticker. But we should have those because that ticker should be clean. 12 and 29. All right. Thank you so much, Graham. Updated that. And let's get y'all in the randomizer. And here we go. William Hawkins, Travis Marr, Michael Convey, Spencer Deshani, Michael Grimm, and David Headliner Harrison. Good luck, everybody. Let's randomize these 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We got it. Michael Grimm, you're going to be in that NFC North spot. NFC South, Travis Marr. NFC East, Spencer Deshani. NFC West, William Hawkins. AFC North, Michael Convey. AFC South, Travis Marr, already a big winner today. And AFC East and West, David Headliner Harrison will closer magic. Michael Grimm looking for that box collar magic. William Hawkins looking for that starter magic. Travis Marr just looking to keep his personal magic a-going. So let's get to it.
Very nice. And guys, both of those breaks, because we did sell out the jerseys as well. Both
to
of
hear
those, the minis and the jerseys, are back up on the break page. So buy in. If you're in the jerseys, even for this third one, if it closes out, you may get a chance at the Chase wheel spin. And the minis are almost closed out as well.
Well, speaking of minis, we opened our first mini, and boy, oh boy, headliner off the board. A.J. Brown on the Eagles slate, Super Bowl champion, number 11, A.J. Brown, voracious reader, Ole Miss alum. Great hit there. Spencer Jashani, Sniper Magic, one spot snipe. A.J. Not Styles, Brown. I almost wrote A.J. Styles. A.J. Brown.
Very nice.
Mini. Beautiful. Great job, Spencer. Knocking out the A.J. Brown. Man, I love A.J. Brown. I loved him on the Titans. Loved him on the Eagles. Thought, perfect fit. They were going back and forth all season. Like, oh boy, is Jalen Hurts play? Oh, gotta give me the ball. This and that. I don't know. Turned out fine. I think it turned out perfectly fine. Everyone's freaking out about nothing. Oh, boy, I always do this. I put the athlete name on top, and that's just not how it goes.
Nice job, Spencer. Getting in there with that one spot, like we said. Closing
and we
it
have
out.
one more left to open. 6.
Big win. We got, as you said, one more to go as far as these minis. And then we will have the jersey break right after. Depending on what is moving, guys, then we will have, of course, the Chase wheel spin. I know the quad for the diamonds had some action as well, so make sure you get in there. Those diamonds have 3 speed flexes, a Peyton Manning, a beautiful chrome DJ Moore, and I think that was it two-toned, or was that just a chrome Ray Lewis? But the Ray Lewis
is two-tone.
Is just beautiful. The beautiful.
Well, the beauty keeps on rolling. Taking another speed flex, or not speed, what am I talking? You're talking about. I got speed flex on the brain. Taking another mini headliner. Oh, no, wait, what? Oh, that is a different label on the back. We have Earl Campbell, Texas Longhorns on the back.
Another headliner.
Another headliner. Where did Mr. Earl Campbell spend most of his professional career?
That's a good question. I should have looked
go
that one
to
up. I didn't know it was going to be a
Football
college
Reference.
helmet. That's pretty cool. Hey, college is hot these days because of the series that we have running and March Madness.
Well, okay. All right. Silly question by me, but excuse me, I wasn't alive when it was happening. Spent just the last year of his career in New Orleans. Houston Oiler, through and through. Earl Campbell, Earl the Pearl, Earl the Squirrel, as Robbie likes to call him. Beautiful, beautiful headliner hit. Again, we were saying that those ratios.
Tennessee Titans.
So we still have, so that's going to go to the Tennessee Titans, AFC South, ruling the South, Travis Marr. Did he hit the South earlier? No. But still another winner.
South.
Another winner here.
He had that Tony Baselli.
That's right.
So,
oh yeah, the Tony Baselli.
Very
so
nice.
you got the offensive lineman making way for the running back.
Very good.
Excellent job there, Travis Marr.
Nice job. 2 headliners with those pulls. So that means we have 3 boxes left in the minis with 1 headliner. And I know that doesn't sound great, right? But we close that out, guys. We will pair that final one with the start of the new series unless somebody buys a rep in the meantime.
Also, the one headliner in the minis that's left is the one that I feel like is the best one that was available, and that's the Adrian Peterson.
Oh, absolutely.
I also just want to see.
I would jump in there if I was you because you're almost guaranteed at an Adrian Peterson in those minis. So we'll break another 2 boxes if we close that out again. But before we do that, we have the jersey break. Those jersey names will be added into our Chase wheel spin at the end of this show. That'll be our second jersey break. So we have 2 breaks worth of names in that chase wheel spin at the moment. But hey, it could be you if you jump in there and the next one breaks as well. So jump on in there.
There we go. I'm just going to fix a little formatting here. All right. So we have all of our names. Let's go. Let's see here. Let me get my cursor right. Let's see. Please drop me a box number for the Jersey break number 2. Please drop me a box number for Jersey break numero dos. And I can only accept box numbers from Gary, Michael, Derek, or Gary. Derek with 31. He's got one spot in the jerseys, looking to snipe it up. And again, Jersey wheels is our chase wheel spin. So we will be, if we don't have anything else really moving, box 31, please. If we don't really have anything moving after the jerseys, I know we had a little movement in the diamonds, but yeah, we're coming up on 11 o'clock here. So by 11 o'clock, if we'll take a look at things. Looks like Derek got that in first, Gary. So we're going to go with 31. But yeah, so if we are still pretty far away, we'll rank our one helmet. And then,
yeah, we'll get that chase wheel spin in there for you, though, guys.
And then we will go ahead. Let's randomize it 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Gary Marvin on top. There we go. With the NFC North, Michael Grimm, NFC South. Michael Convey, NFC East. Derek Kissinger, NFC West, Michael Grimm, AFC North, and rounding things out, Gary Marvin through the AFC South, East, and West. Let's do it. Finally.
Ooh, what do we got?
Well, as a Bears fan, you should be happy.
Ooh.
Finally, I've been talking about it for days. Hit the Gale
Yeah.
Sayers.
Very nice.
You got the PSA DNA certification here. You got the sticker on the 4 of the 40. NFC North, Gary Marvin. Floyd the Barber with the Gale Sayers. Probably the rarest autograph left of the headliners. The Gale Sayers jersey. Beautiful.
That's those
And
Pop-Tarts.
again, yeah, this goes immediately. I don't care who you're a fan of. Gale Sayers transcends fandom, if I'm being honest.
That's those Pop-Tarts hitting right there.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Strong.
Woo.
Gale, I mean, not just, for being a Bears legend, but also, he was portrayed by Billy D. Williams in Brian's song. Okay?
Yeah.
He was Lando. Yeah, Floyd the Barber. Are you freaking kidding me? He's vying. I assume he's dying. Crying. He's crying. He was also vying. This is something you should vie for. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's a great jersey too. It's got the different material on the sleeve. Yeah, Gary, this is incredible. We had a Brian Piccolo Park near me growing up. And I was like, who's this Brian Piccolo guy? And that's how I learned all about Gale Sayers and Billy D. Williams. Because that was before I knew Star Wars. Met him 3 times. That's incredible, Gary. Awesome. Floyd the Barber, congratulations. Absolutely iconic hit with the Gale Sayers auto jersey. Again, no one else was making a big deal out of it, making me feel old. Derek, he blessed it with the box call. So he's giving his your welcomes to Gary. I would thank him as well. Yeah, I feel honored to even have opened this up. This is fantastic.
That is awesome. Great hit, Gary. I'm glad those Pop-Tarts came in handy. And Gary going home with Gale.
Dog, it's our show. I'm gonna say this makes the table.
Yeah, let's
Because
do
why
it.
shouldn't it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. As a Bears fan, I second that. But also as just knowing who Gale Sayers is.
Pass me that
that's
pack
a
of
legendary.
Post-its,
Yeah. Make sure that,
please.
that it
and
stays
thank
up
you.
there.
Well, I just want the Sayers of it all to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we know. You got to let them know.
And Gary, we'll make sure that this is, I mean, the table here is clean, so don't worry. We're going to make sure that that stays nice and dust free. We'll fold it up nicely, get that to you so that it goes in that shadow box or whatever you may choose to do
Mike
with
will
it.
tell you. Mike, what's the first thing, Tuesday, my first show, what's the first thing I did when I got in the studio?
Oh, you dusted.
I pulled a duster out of my bag.
Dusted all the back of the monitors. He cleaned up the floor a little bit too, the keyboards. Yeah.
Can you tell I'm a Virgo?
Neat freak over here. I like it. I am too, to an extent. But yeah, no, this is a very nice hit. I'm excited.
Marvin's Room. People saying things about Marvin's Room. Michael Grimm, not a Bears fan, so I have no idea who this is. Hey, look, I always say, like when I was working at a tech company with a lot of young people, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I've never seen Back to the Future." Instead of getting mad or upset, like, "How have you never seen?" You realize, you're like, you know, the younger you are, the further behind the eight ball you are on not just culture but sports, everything.
Hey, it's an opportunity to learn something new today, though.
This is just hit up DuckDuckGo, better browser than Chrome, and you know they don't track you.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah.
And just do a little search on Gale Sayers, man. That's a Wikipedia page for you right there for Gale Sayers. How are you looking on other stuff, Mike?
Still looking to close out that Black and Blue series. It's 5 to go. That is our closest one. I don't think that's going to break this show unless you guys are really dead set on it, and I would be because there's an Emmitt Smith flex in there, not to mention Barry Sanders, Marshall Faulk, Bo Jackson, Steve Smith Sr., Adrian Peterson, Terrell Davis, and Jared Verse. However, we just closed out those jerseys and the minis, so those are back up there. Get your spots now before it fills up again. Of course, if we close out another jersey in these next 30 minutes, we can add you to the Chase wheel spin, but it has to close out, and we do have 2 box breaks in there already. So we have 16 names in our wheel spin. Those are some pretty good odds. If you want to make it 24 names and yours might be in there multiple times, I like those odds for a gift card. But also we have 6 to go in the diamond quad box. The diamonds we were showcasing earlier because of the fact that there are 3 more speed flexes in the 8 names remaining. That's Peyton Manning, DJ Moore, and that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Ray Lewis. That gets 3 beautifuls. The Peyton Manning gets 1 beautiful from me. The DJ Moore is also flashy. You know me, I like the looks of things. That gets 2 beautifuls from me. But you also have Jerome Bettis, the bus, A.J. Brown, who we saw on a mini. You also have Deion Sanders.
Bettis is still available?
Bettis is still available in the diamonds. And then you also have an A.J. Brown, a Deion Sanders. We saw A.J. Brown earlier as well. Deion Sanders, Marshall Faulk, and Kyron Williams. So a bunch of really cool names in there, old and new, a little bit of a mix. So I like the odds in that one, and you should too. So get your spots. Hey, even if it doesn't break in this show, you will have at least bought in this show to reserve your spot before anybody can steal it from you in the noon or the 3 o'clock show. I doubt most of these names are still going to be on the board come the 6 o'clock show with how things move in this break room.
All right, Mike. We are at 11 o'clock right now. 11:03 to be exact. To be specific. So let's do this. What's the closest thing we're at right now?
Closest thing we're at is the quad box for the Black and Blue series. We have 5 to go.
5 to go? Okay.
Yeah.
If we can get to 3, if we can get to 3 to go in 3 minutes, 11:06. With 3 to go in 3 minutes,
That's fair.
we'll stick around.
Yeah.
But if not, at 11:06, we'll do the Jersey Chase wheel spin. And we will rank the 2 autographs that we have here. And I think we might wrap things up.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, unless orders start really kind of bustling in. Yeah, we'll call it there.
Yeah.
So, but that's up to y'all. We can keep going. but it's in it. Look, destiny is in your hands, friends.
We always leave it up to you guys.
We
I
got
mean, you
28.
guys are
We
the
got 28
authors.
friends here in viewing across all of our platforms: YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. What flex shots are still out there? Bob would like to know. Bobo412. We have Peyton Manning, the Sheriff, 5-time MVP Hall of Famer. Peyton Manning on the classic Colt Speed Flex Blue Visor. We also have these absolutely bananas Speed Flexes, Chrome. Ray Lewis on the two-tone.
Beautiful.
Beautiful Chrome Speed Flex. The diamonds, yeah, we have 8 headliners left. These are 2 of them. That and this beautiful DJ Moore Chrome Speed Flex.
I want it.
Mike wants it, but he can't have it. So we have those 3 Speed Flexes. We have in the college 2, again, absolutely bananas Speed Flexes between this Caleb Williams, Rip Speed Flex, Bears, Trojans, draft pick, bumpers, clips. What more could a sports fan want, a football fan want? Yes, it is sick. It is. I don't even know what you're referring to specifically, Bob, but everything I pulled up on video is sick. So
That's crazy
correct
that
answer.
4 of our videoed headliners. Now,
Yeah.
it's an extra special featured pictured headliner when there's also a 360 video of it as well. That is something that we still have 4 of those
Yeah.
left on this board and in these boxes.
Yeah.
So get your spots for these guys. I mean, they're not going to stay here the entire day.
Right.
Somebody's going to be going home with this.
We
It
got
might
the
as well
Drew
be you.
Brees on the White Saints Gold Purdue helmet. Again, all the bells and whistles. You got all the bona fides on the back. Just, again, still sick. Still sick, Bob. Bob, still applies for the sick. Here's where my favorite Speed Flexes are. You got the Kyler Murray. Don't call me Skyler Murray. Still there. We have
Barry
this
Sanders.
Roger Staubach Speed Flex.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Which,
as well.
may I say, it is indeed a Speed Flex.
I don't think we've given that one enough love.
No, we haven't. It should be on a turntable.
We're
but we
those
do
Cowboys
have
fans, America's team. I know you're out there.
this Barry Sanders Speed Flex, which is two-tone, iced, cracked ice, I should say, on the custom. You got that sweet visor. Barry Sanders, greatest runner in the league of all time. So that's available in the vault. We're doing a 3 new, 1 old, and we also have a 1 new, 1 old as well, right?
Yep, that's the double.
So
the
there's
single
another
is
Speed
just
Flex.
the old.
And then we also have in the black and blue, I think the last Speed Flex that we might have right now. Oh, yeah, we also have that Justin Jefferson Salute to Service Speed Flex. And again, you were talking about your Cowboys, your Emmitt Smith on the classic Cowboys lid on the Speed Flex in the black and blue. So if you're looking to get something on a little bit of a discount, you might want to go and check out our dented cans, the black and blue. It is now 11:07. Do we have 3 to go in, what did I say, the diamonds?
We do not in that
No?
diamond quad box. We
Okay.
do not. So
Are we close to anything else?
nope, that's about as close as we are.
Okie
Guys,
dokie.
still, though, get your spots in there. We're going to go to the Chase wheel spin, but get your spots so that you can get those spots before the noon show. You know, why would you wait to let somebody else steal that break spot from you? So Chase wheel spin is ready to go. We will randomize those 16 names. They're not even 16 different names. There's a couple people that doubled up in there, so I like your
Yep.
odds, Gary Marvin and Travis Marr, as well as I think Michael Grimm's in there a couple times.
Yeah, George Lewis, Michael Irvin, the Michael Irvin, obviously, of course. Yeah, Gordon Tarrant, Gary Marvin, Travis Marr, in there again, Gary, Michael Convey, Michael Grimm, Derek Kissinger. We got a couple one-spot snipers that are looking to get at it. We got some people increasing their odds. So here we go. 7 randomizations. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and top spot wins it. Michael Grimm, the
All
Grim
right.
Reaper, Michael Grimm. Congratulations, Grim Reaper, Michael Grimm. Let us know what number you want us to start with. If not, we will traditionally start at number one. So let us know. Yeah, hopefully you're still in here. And yeah, just drop us a number you would like us to start at, or just say wheel, say one.
You know,
whatever you like.
He didn't win a jersey. Oh, he said, well, he wants 75.
75. Okie dokie.
He didn't win a jersey, but he
go
got
this way.
himself in that break that was associated with the Chase wheel spin, and now he's getting a gift card out of 100.
And I'd say the chances are greater than 28% of netting yourself an amount that'll allow you to just buy back in a jersey.
Yeah,
again.
exactly. Yeah. So let's test it out here.
Let's spin.
Very nice.
All right, just a little under what the ask was. 10 under, but $65 for
That's awesome.
for a $28 spot in the jerseys. That's all coming out on top.
That paid for. Let me just double check this, not to give away all of his secrets here, but
Sure.
he had 2 spots in the jerseys, so that more than pays back, I think, what he spent. So hey, you just got to play in those 2 for free, basically, and like he said, pays for my jerseys. So
There you go.
hopefully a happy camper and get a chance at it the next time.
Mike.
So congratulations.
We got 2 things on the table here, both fantastic running backs in their own right. I know where I'm going. I'm going to go Gale 1, Terrell Davis 2.
Going with Gale 1.
With the mile high salute, all due respect.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. You know what? I will say we've had a lot of helmets on this table. I liked your audible that you pulled with throwing the jersey up here. It's Bears. I'm a Bears fan. Maybe I have a little bias, but Gale Sayers is just a legend as well. So I'm in the same boat as you. Gale Sayers first, Terrell Davis second.
This place is helmet crazy, but I'm a different kind of cat.
Both of them are orange. We got some orange
Yes.
things up here today, and
We're
the
color
retro Denver logo is very nice on that authentic.
Grim, thank you so much. It means a lot to hear that, to see that. Yeah, thank you so much, Michael Grimm. Glad to hear that you're enjoying it.
We're your breakers, man. Come join us every morning, man.
Every morning, the show's at 9 a.m. happening. You can catch Mike regularly Monday through Friday. You're also doing this Sunday.
Yeah.
And you can catch me regularly Tuesday through Saturday. So I'll be here tomorrow and then back on Tuesday. But we're always rolling and breaking here, rolling and ripping here in the UA break room. So thank you so much. Any final thoughts, Mike?
Nope, that was it. Thank you to everybody who jumped in. Hope everybody had a great show, or at least enjoyed it from home. We're glad to be here with you guys, and you guys are all awesome. You all killed it today.
Yeah, and again, thanks to everyone out there for being such a supportive community. It's truly been like we got a big enough sample size now, and we kind of see we can kind of get a feel for who everyone is, and I just want to appreciate everyone out there for watching and being supportive. I want to thank Mike for being so far my favorite producer.
Nice.
I haven't worked with any other producer, but that still stands. It still stands, Mike.
All right, I like
Doesn't
it.
matter.
I like it.
You're my number 1. Thank you all for watching. Grim, I'll get home tomorrow around 7:30 a.m. Got to work all weekend. Hey, man,
Well, when you're not working, be breaking with us.
Some people are out there working for the weekend. Mike Grimm working all weekend, but someone has to. Just like here. Thank you, Mike. Thanks everyone watching. Have a great rest of your morning.